Hello, everyone. This is Eric from Etiquette back for another live stream. I'm so happy that you can join me. This is the second live stream of since I've returned, and it's good to have you back. I'm slowly trying to find my feet back at live streaming. I'm going to be live streaming a bit more often. And last week I tried it out, and we're going to do the live stream at least every Sunday at 10 p.m. Korean time. To what is that? 1 p.m. GMT. And I'm going to be live streaming every Sunday, but I'm also going to be live streaming during the week. This is the first live stream I'm doing where I'm on Facebook, I'm on the Etiquette YouTube channel, and I'm on LinkedIn. So wherever you're from, please say hello. Put it in the comments down below where you're from so I can see who's there. Yeah, I've actually been live streaming. I live streamed, I think it was 2020 for 3 years until 2022. I did that for a full 3 years, and it was really fun because I could talk to you guys, I can share some ideas, and I would just blabber on for an hour. I would take, if you've got any questions, put it in the comments below. I'll try and answer as best I can. I'm also going to try and talk a little bit about teacher burnout and also teachers quitting. I've noticed there's a big trend on social media, on TikTok. I don't really post on TikTok, but on TikTok and YouTube, I've noticed a lot of videos about teachers quitting, and we all know there are so many reasons for that. So it's about time that for the Etiquette English Teachers channel that I have to make some videos specifically on topics people are interested in. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Yeah, I'm just finding my feet. I'm live streaming again. Is the sound okay? The lighting, the camera. Sometimes this camera glitches out. So if you're there, say hello. It's going to be fun. My dad is here. Hi, Dad. Greetings from the Cape. While you're still there, I'm so sad. My parents are moving to closer to my brothers, but I enjoy the Western Cape. It's a province in South Africa at Cape Town. It's very beautiful there, and I'm very sad they're moving, but I think it's okay. You know, they want to be closer to family. So we'll see when I can go and visit them again up there. Iriyagyu. Long time no talk. I've been terribly busy. Well, welcome, Muhammad. I'm very happy to have you here whenever you have time. Yeah, I think that is one thing that's difficult to find these days. It's time. But these last 2 weekends, I've just stayed at home. I haven't done anything. I've just stayed at home. I've been editing videos, and I've been making flashcards for my students. And I think it's so valuable if you've got the right flashcards because I guess a long time ago, I spent a weekend, just a weekend, printing out, cutting out, pasting these flashcards that I created myself. And they were so useful. I used it with every group of students I had, but those cards started getting very old. So I decided to make some new cards. Wait, I can actually show you guys what it looks like. So I created a PDF with all the words and all the cards. And this weekend, well, Friday, I went to a place to print it out and also to laminate them. So basically, it's like many different cards like these, you know, just plain vocabulary cards. McDonald's I got on there, and then I laminated them. And so you've got these cards, and students can do things like, you know, they can use them to tell stories with, or you know, you can play Pictionary or charades where the students have to explain the cards to each other. There are lots of fun ways to do it. But do you know Apples to Apples? It's also really good. Apples to Apples. So you get a list of sentences that the students have to read. Where are those sentences? Oh, they're in here. I printed out so many cards. So for example, they read something like this. My friend and I play at or your teacher looks like and then so all the students get a bunch of these cards. One student reads out the sentence, your teacher looks like and then all the other students have to pick like the best or the funniest answer, and they put it face down so that the student picking doesn't know. And then once everybody has had a chance and they pick something, they put something down, then the student picking picks them up, shuffles them quickly, and then they read them out loud. Your teacher looks like a plastic bag, a koala, a horse. And then they have to decide which answer is the best. So they can say perhaps a horse is the funniest. And then that person wins the card. It's so much fun. I found it especially useful with students that are very shy. So the problem is, so I laminated them and I cut them out, but the sides are quite sharp, and I hope the students don't get hurt. I should actually add some more tape to it so that it can last, because these cards you're going to use for years to come. Especially if you teach different classes, you can use it with each class. It's very useful. Okay, let's see who's here today. Bayan, hello. How are you? I'm very good. I'm very well, thank you. I love your videos. They are good and useful. I do a lot of your advice. I'm so happy if it helps. Guys, I just share my advice, and I wish I knew more. I do try and read, and I do research, and I try and find good ideas and things. So right now, I've been finishing up with a few videos that I've promised to make for a long time. So I've shot them and I've edited them out. You're not going to get the normal videos of me with the background. I think most of the videos I'm going to shoot, this will be the background, and I'm just going to edit over there, because right now I've got so many videos that I would like to make. Especially, I want to make videos about teaching specific topics. So first, I'm going to make 100 videos about teaching how to teach specific grammar terms. So let's say the past continuous, was or were plus ing. I'm going to explain the grammar. I'm going to explain things you need to look out for. I'm going to give, and now what takes long is I'm actually making the worksheets. So I'm going to show the worksheets. I'm going to give worksheets that you can use in class and explain exactly how I would go about teaching the grammar with some fun activities. So basically, it's going to be a curriculum of 100 grammar terms, exactly how you can teach it. I think a lot of new teachers might enjoy it, and more experienced teachers might actually, if they want some more ideas, they can watch those videos. I've done 4 of those videos quite a while ago, and they're doing really well. So now I want to make 100 like those, and then after that, I'm going to make 100 worksheets specifically about particular topics. So let's say you're teaching animals, it'll be about animals, or jobs, or so it's going to be more topic based. So the first 100 will be just about the grammar, and then the next 100 will be all about the specific topics. I hope it'll be useful to you guys. Costa, hello, how are you doing? Fanati, hello, everyone from Nowongu, Seoul. Wow, someone else in Korea. I'm also in Korea. It's very interesting when you talk about going to the gym and weightlifting and muscle training. That they call someone who's natty. It's slang for someone who's natural, which means they don't really use steroids, I guess. By the way, I've started going to the gym last week. I go to the gym. Don't laugh at me, but I also started doing aerobics. I've been doing aerobics for a year at my previous apartment, but now I started with a new group of mostly ladies, except there's one older gentleman with me too, so that makes it fun. But it's such a good cardio workout. I used to do things like kickboxing or jogging, but I feel like doing something like aerobics. I'm learning to move my body better. It's great cardio, so I'm sweating a lot. I'm meeting new people, and the ladies also keep me accountable. They're like, Eric, you should come tomorrow. You should come every day. So I'm trying to go every weekday to get into shape for summer. I'm not in bad shape, but I'm always looking to be in very good shape in my classroom. Okay, I'm so happy, Bayan. Wazir, hi, how are you doing, guys? You can tell me where you're from. Monk from Mongolia, hi again. It's so good to see you. Manuel from Tenerife. This is Manuel. Hi, Manuel. Uh, is it a previously recorded video? I'm a bit confused because 1 hour ago you did another stream. Actually, yeah, it's not pre-recorded. This is live. Maybe there is maybe a 5 second pause in between it coming out. But I did do a live stream for on the Facebook channel and also on the smaller YouTube channel, because I'm going to be live streaming a lot, and sometimes every Sunday at 1 p.m. GMT. Right now, I'm going to do a video for the main channel, but I also want to do many videos for the smaller channel because it requires some hours of watch time. So please, if you haven't seen it, go and check out the best English learning channel on YouTube. Subscribe and watch as many videos as possible. I really need those watch time, the watch hours. Claire, hi from the Philippines. Oh, I would love to visit the Philippines. Where in the Philippines are you from, Claire? I'm thinking about actually visiting Russia at the end of the year for a week or two, and then afterwards going to Thailand. I'm thinking about it, but it would be quite expensive. So, I've got to take that into consideration. Costa, good for you, Eric. Sounds like you're having fun. Yeah, I'm having fun. I was a bit busy the last month, but now I'm jumping into my work. The problem is I moved away from my university where I work. So now I've got to commute every day, and that takes at least 2 to 3 hours extra. Oh, well, 2 to 3 hours a day that I have to go to university, where in the past I would just walk for 25 minutes and 25 minutes. So it was only an hour. So I'm a bit more exhausted and I don't have as much time. So I need to focus and start using my weekends to work harder. Galina, it's been so long. How are you? Today I'm here in time to enjoy your live stream. It's lovely to see you. I really miss all the old viewers, not the old viewers, the young at heart viewers, the special viewers. Yeah, it's so good to see everyone. I'm really back. I'm going to come back and build the live stream again, because it takes time for a live stream to build in the algorithm on Facebook and on YouTube. But this is on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook at the same time. Guys, if you have any questions, if there's anything you want to talk about, please put it in the comments down below. I think later I'm going to do a quick talk about teacher burnout and strategies for preventing teacher burnout. So it's just going to be me, talking about that. Got you. Ben, hi. Rashid, hi from Morocco. Welcome. I have a friend from Morocco. She's one of the best chefs I know. She opened up a small cafe, but really good food. I really enjoy it. The flood water is below danger level. No cause for concern. The rumors being spread by those. Oh, are you talking about? I heard in Eastern Europe, there have been some floods. Is that what you're talking about, Shabaj? Uh, Robinson from the Dominican Republic. Hi. Emna, can you suggest any fun activities teaching? I've got beginners about 12 years old. Yeah, I think anything that is really social, really fun. You should have lots of group activities and fun things where they can show their personalities. One thing, so it depends if it's specifically for English. I've got a video. Let me share a video that I've made. So I know all the videos I've made, and I made a video on, I think it's like 300 classroom activities. It's a very long video, but it's 4 hours long. But if you are looking for some ideas, I'm going to put it in here. It's 300 classroom activities that you can check out. One activity that I'm going to do soon, just for fun, is so I'm going to teach some camps again. When is it? In February. So one fun game or activity is the winking game. So one student leaves the room and the other students. This is just a fun icebreaker, so it's not very educational, but sometimes it's just fun to have the kids do something like this. So one student leaves the room, or they close their eyes, and everybody else picks one person to be the killer, or and the killer has to wink at people, and when he or she winks at someone, they have to fall asleep. And before all the students fall asleep, the one person, the detective, should guess who the killer is, but you can say they only get like 2 turns. Another fun way, a thing I've done before, is the same thing, but everybody has to copy the leader. So who's the leader is one person leaves, the detective leaves the room, or they close their eyes. You pick a leader, and then everybody has to copy the leader. And then so they sit in like a circle, and they have to copy the leader. But in this classroom games, I've got lots of educational games too, especially for teaching English. I might actually re-look some of these activities, because I've done many of them before and they're really fun, but I want to go through them again and re-explain or redo some of the ones that I might be able to explain a little bit better. But from the top of my head, it's kind of difficult to just look at them. Claire from Cebu, I love Cebu. I've been to many places around Cebu. I would like to actually go to Porto Princesa when I have El Nido. I'd like to go there sometime. I wish to learn more about classroom management, please. Some new tactics children don't find boring. I've seen all your videos about this and I wish for more. Bayan, that's interesting. I might actually do a video on how to teach classroom management for teenagers. And I think what I need to do is I need to do a compilation of all these videos. I'm sure there are things that I've missed and that I can look at, but I've covered most things I can think of. But yeah, I think there's always room for improvement. There are some books that I still want to read and that I might be able to get some more information from to share. So I'll look at that. So there are many classroom management books, but I'd like to look at those, and also just general discipline ideas. But I've made many videos, and I think ideally it should help, but I can make some more in the future. Okay, let's see. Thanks for the compliments regarding my name. You need those exercises, especially given the fact that you're always using your brain a lot too. Myself, I'm a teacher and a sports person too. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was thinking about it before. So since I was young, I've been exercising and trying to do sports, but I like the routine of it. And I'm always on my phone or on the computer, so I'm always busy with something like that. So it's also a great opportunity for me to just relax. If I've got a friend over, we'd go and play badminton. But if I'm alone, I just like the routine of of stretching in the morning, and then going to the gym, doing some light weights, and then I go and do the cardio with the aerobics, because I think things like aerobics and even yoga or Pilates, that it's so important to move some of the muscles that we never use. By the way, I'm horrible at yoga. I think it's one of the most difficult exercises to keep those poses because you use so many muscles that you rarely use. So yeah, I think whatever exercise you're doing, go for it. Whatever's good for you. We should try and live as long as possible. There's a great quote. What is that quote about? Let me quickly see. There's a quote about using your body to its fullest, and it's sad if you don't. Quote. Sorry, guys. You're just hearing me typing because I'm looking for that quote. Let's say, it was Socrates. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. So Socrates said, "No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable." Yeah, I think about that quote a lot. Alvis, hi from Ecuador. Um, nice to see you, teacher from Yemen. Okay. Why? Hello, good afternoon from Sudan. Ben, welcome to Morocco. It's called Hollywood Morocco, where I teach English in remote places for kids. I also train students for their exams. I invested in a small training center. Hope one could visit there. Excellent. Ben, I wish you all the success. I know that you're doing a lot for them. Saima, who is this? Hi, Eric. How's it going? I'm not late, just on time. You're always here whenever you want. I canceled my trip and I'm staying at this big house all alone. All the teachers. Why did you cancel? I saw some of your Instagram videos and photos. It looked like you were having an amazing time eating some good food. I hope you're okay. You shouldn't cancel trips. So often, even for myself, I get into this mood of just I want to be alone or I need to do work. And sometimes because I'm a little bit shy or I don't want to put myself out there, I waste many opportunities because I'm just a homebody. Like this whole weekend, I've just been at home, except when I went shopping for a little bit. But yeah, sometimes we've got to put ourselves out there. But Saima, I'm not saying this about you because I know you are not shy at all, and you're a great social person. I just hope that you're for whatever reason that you should go and have fun with all the other teachers. Especially in my 20s, on weekends I would go out with friends or do things, but I think I limit myself by not going out or exploring more. And I hope I don't regret it in the future, because I always say, you know what, I've got this work that I need to do, or I can just relax at home, I can do something later. And just like I said about, we shouldn't be amateurs in our physical training. We should also push ourselves to get outside and see the world instead of just locking ourselves up inside. So yeah, that's something I really want to do a bit more. But Manuel, I was teaching for a long while with labor laws. I'm a labor lawyer, so I have a hint. For example, today I'm teaching how to write a dismissal letter. So tomorrow, one will give the class explaining. Oh, interesting. Yeah, a dismissal letter is good. You can also do some role plays about dismissing someone. I think that would be so difficult for me, because it's like breaking up with someone. I think it takes a strong person to be able to tell someone else, sorry, I'm going to fire you. I think that's very difficult. Steep pathways, Tenerife is a big garden full of mountains. I'll look it up. Let's look at Tenerife. Tenerife. I hope I'm saying it right. It's in Spain, an island. What? That's beautiful. An island in Spain. What? It looks amazing. The largest and most populous island of the wait, this one says the Canary Islands. Oh, okay. Wait. Yeah, the Canary Islands. Uh, well, this says it's in the Canary Islands. And then another one says it's an island in Spain. Does it belong to Spain? Why is it so famous? Oh, it's got a volcano. Okay, yeah, so the Canary Islands belong to Spain. I didn't know that. Don't tell anyone. Off of West Africa. Wow, it looks amazing. You live in a beautiful place. I think that's the type of place to visit. Wow, that's so interesting, Manuel. Very beautiful. Wahi, salam, wahiba, sherifi from Algeria. Hi. Guess what I'm going to start? Aerobic classes. Definitely do that. But with aerobics, it's so embarrassing at the start because you don't know any of the moves and you just try and copy everyone. So it's very embarrassing, and it takes a few months to actually learn some of the movements. But they also do new songs, and then you can learn those too with them. Thank you for answering my questions. Greeting from Damascus, Syria. I'm so excited. Yeah, I hope I can share some good things. Rasha, hello, Eric. So happy to see you. Really, don't stop doing the live, please. I'm happy to do the live. Sometimes it is exhausting, and I have difficulty, especially if I was very busy on weekends. But I think what I'll do this time is, instead of, I'll always do the the Sunday one. But in the past, I pushed myself and I got so stressed. Or if I even if I wasn't feeling well, I would do the live stream. But now I'm going to try and do live streams even during the week, so that I don't put that much pressure on myself to do it over exactly on Sundays. But I'm going to try and keep to the time. Also, once I make all these videos and people ask questions, I can just send them to those videos instead of trying to think of the best possible answer. If you want to, I will dismiss you. I'll let you go. 2,000 kilometers for Spanish mainland. It's a hotspot holiday location. Many Brits, Swedes, and Norwegians and Germans. Wow. Well, I can understand why. Sorry, guys. It's this light of mine. It looks like a beautiful island. I'll definitely look it up a little bit more, especially, how do I say it? I feel like, wait. Tenerife. Okay. Much better. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Everyone. Oh, I can't post to. Why can't I post to Facebook or LinkedIn? That's not good. Julia, your videos are, for all intents and purposes, very useful for advanced English learners in a speaking manner. I'm very happy. From Myanmar. I was just talking about someone I saw in Myanmar. These days, I'm really into documentaries, especially about foreigners living in Korea. And there was a lady from Myanmar. She was so smart and well-spoken. I really enjoyed watching it. From here on October 23rd is Christopher Columbus took the journey to discover the new continent. He went from there. Interesting. Svetlana Teprika. One thing I promised myself is that I'm going to start learning Russian, especially the Cyrillic alphabet, but my reading is horrible. So I think that's the first thing I need to do. Do you have any personal list for fighting against burnout? What deal is well, in the first place? As for me, I like doing nothing. Yeah, just, it's difficult. You teach and you get home and you just want to lie down when it's like that. Guys, what about I quickly do my talk about burnout? I hope I do it okay. So I'm just going to look at the camera. Hopefully please, light just work once without blinking. Okay. So I've got the speech prepared, so I'm going to read it. And let me just look for the button. Oh, the button's here. Yeah. So I'm going to read it, and it's all about burnout. I hope it's interesting. Let me see. It's closed due to cleaning issues, and I had to cancel the teach on holidays. A solo trip. Wow, you're so brave. Yauri, hello, teacher from Bali. I went to Bali a few years ago. Beautiful island, but wow, so many people going there now. Do you live like where is it? Denpasar? Wait, no, Denpasar is the big island, Bali. And then, but do you live near the city or Canggu, or do you live more outside to the north? Okay. Let's try this out about teaching. I need to sit in the middle. My hair is horrible. Okay, let's see. Understanding teaching burnout and strategies for prevention. Teaching is a rewarding profession. There's the light going. It's going to bother me each time. Teaching is a rewarding profession, but it can also be incredibly demanding. Many educators face burnout, a state of physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion that can severely impact their well-being and effectiveness in the classroom. Understanding the causes of teacher burnout and implementing strategies to prevent it is essential for maintaining a healthy and productive teaching environment. Okay, so what is teacher burnout? Teacher burnout is characterized by chronic stress, feelings of being overwhelmed, and a sense of detachment from one's work. It often stems from high workloads, emotional demands, and lack of support. Common symptoms include physical exhaustion, so chronic fatigue and a lack of energy, emotional depletion, feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or irritable. Reduced efficiency, sorry, reduced efficacy, a decline in motivation and performance in teaching. So, what are the causes of teacher burnout? A high workload. Teachers often have to juggle lesson planning, grading, and administrative tasks, leading to long hours and little time for personal life. Emotional labor. The emotional investment in student success can be draining, especially when dealing with challenging behaviors or personal issues. A lack of support, insufficient resources, inadequate administrative support, and limited professional development can leave teachers feeling isolated. Standardized testing pressures. The emphasis on test scores can create stress and limit teachers' creativity and autonomy in the classroom. Okay, let's see. It's easier to burn out teaching teens than adults. Yeah, I think teaching teens can be very difficult, especially if you've got noisy students, students who challenge you, if you've got a stressful environment. And Canggu, yeah, I know Canggu. Lots. I stayed there for a little bit. I think a lot of digital nomads live over there. Please do smash like and subscribe. Thank you so much, Julia. Oh, I hate this light. I was looking to buy a new light, and I just couldn't find it. It would. The only ones were so expensive because I need one where I can put things on, and. And then eventually it was because it was falling apart and the light would switch on or off and there's a problem with the plug. But I've used this since I started my YouTube channel. Maybe it's the first thing that I bought that I used. No, wait, my camera was first, this light second. But it's brought me so much displeasure. But it's like this is like a bad student in class. You know, you love them, but you know, you still have to manage them. Okay. Let's quickly continue. Okay. So, strategies for preventing teacher burnout. Prioritize self-care. Encouraging teachers to prioritize their physical and mental health is crucial. Simple practices can make a significant difference. Regular exercise. Physical activity can reduce stress and boost mood. Mindfulness and relaxation techniques, incorporating meditation or yoga, can help manage stress levels. Adequate sleep. Prioritizing rest can improve overall well-being and energy levels. So these are all things, guys. You know, we should do whatever we can do. Stretch in the morning, drink more water, take walks. Find a sport that you can enjoy. Something like yoga. One thing that I feel a lot. So I never used to meditate. But then you get this added up pressure and you get this anxiety, this feeling of anxiousness. So I started listening to this. It's this meditation, but it's guided meditation. It's very famous. What's his name? It's what is it called again? Anyway, I put it on my phone, and just for 10 minutes, I would listen to it. And I used to do it every day, and I just felt amazing. Now I do it whenever I need to, but I think I should go back to trying to do it once a day or once every other day because it's so useful. And many of us who never tried it, like before I tried it, I would think, meditation, why should I do this? But it really helps because you can feel it right afterwards. And it's something we should incorporate in our lives. Nureen, hi from Tunisia. Well, today we're talking about teacher burnout. I think it's a very... Martha, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, I was just telling everyone I'm so excited to have, you know, all of, you know, not the old teachers, but our precious teachers, the viewers that have been on the channel for so long and coming to the live stream. I always like seeing you guys. How are you doing? You were were camping and you were traveling before. You're going on hikes. I'm so excited when I see you guys exercising or doing fun things. It kind of motivates me to try and do the same too. Um, Looks like the broadband was lag and still remain. The topic today, we're talking about teacher burnout. Okay, so let's continue. Okay. Okay. So create a supportive environment. Building a positive school culture can foster collaboration and support among staff. For example, you can use mentorship programs, pairing new teachers with experienced mentors. Ah, sorry, let me do this. Uh, Mentorship programs, pairing new teachers with experienced mentors and providing guidance and reassurance. Regular check ins. Administrators should schedule regular meetings to discuss concerns and offer support. Team building activities. Encouraging social interactions among staff can enhance relationships and reduce feelings of isolation. Yeah, I think that's one of the things is feeling isolated. A lot of I remember when I first started teaching, I thought, I was so embarrassed. I didn't want anyone to come into my classroom. I didn't want anyone to see what I'm doing with my students in case I was doing something wrong. And when the students misbehaved, I didn't want anyone to think I was a bad teacher. So I would just isolate myself. And yeah, so I wish someone would reach out more to teachers to see how they're doing and see, maybe offer support amongst that. Oh, Paul, how are you doing? The grammar detective. Hi from Canada. Nice to see you live again. Oh, Paul, I've missed you. How have you been? You were traveling in Japan somewhere before. How was that? I love Japan. Beautiful country. So interesting. Are you still there? What are you up to? Kiki, hi. How are you doing? Um, yeah, so I think we should reach out more. Actually, in a few days, why is it doing that? In a few days, I'm going to release a video on how to deal with teachers. I made 2 videos. Just don't say anything about the videos because I think the weekend or the day before I planned to shoot these videos, I went to the beach. So I got burned beet red. I'm completely red. And in the videos, my hair is a mess like always. Sorry about the lag, guys. I think the thing is, I'm using my Wi-Fi, and I think there's a problem with the Wi-Fi box. I think I'm supposed to just I'm going to plug it into the internet into the computer and just use that because then I know the stream is smooth. So sorry if there's a lag. I'll try and fix it later. Paul says, I'm fine. Japan was lovely. Back in Canada now. I stopped my weekly live stream this past summer. I miss it, but Paul, I have no idea how you did it because you were working way too hard. The live streams, you do a great job, but I don't think the reward was enough for you to put in all that time and effort into it. Um, yeah, I was while I was watching it, I was thinking, wow, you're so experienced. It's so interesting. Um, I just don't know why it's there aren't more students watching or even paying to see that every week because you're giving these free lessons that are top notch. So I was trying to think about it, but it's difficult. I just know that you deserve way more for all the effort you've been doing for teachers. Martha, I've been working non-stop, but I've managed to have some hiking trips. We should talk more often about teacher burnout. Very often we feel overwhelmed by the amount of work we have to do. Yeah, it's the amount of work, it's the paperwork, it's the students, it's also managing the students and they're seeing them as individuals too. It's so much. A teacher has to wear so many hats. I remember I saw this small picture of a teacher wearing all these different hats. It's a mediator, it's a teacher, it's a life coach, it's all these different things. uh Salma, Hello, Mrs. Eric. How are you? Hope you are fine. We missed. Why am I suddenly Mrs. Eric? I'm not. I'm not a lady, and I'm not married. But I do appreciate the flowers, Salma. Um, I had hoped to build a little financial support for the live stream, which cost me a lot of money by building an audience, but it never grew. I also don't know why I didn't, because you're doing such an amazing job. Uh, I wish I could give any advice, but I'm stumped. Um, I wish it for you too. I don't know how it can work. Good morning, teacher Renee. It just says LinkedIn user here, but I'm Renee. Good to see you. Thank you for your support and friendship. Definitely. I wish I could do more though, Paul. I would love to think, if I think of a way, or if there's a way that we could collaborate or do something that's beneficial to you, I would love to do that. Very kind, and thank you for your kind thoughts. You helped me a lot by being a guest on my live stream. I really enjoyed doing that. Yeah, in the future, I'll. The thing is, what I plan on doing is, I've got some courses that I'm going to make. Actually, next week, I'm going to start with how to teach online. So I'm going to make videos specifically about online resources and tips for teaching online, and I'm going to package it as a course. And then after that, I'm going to make the two curricula the curriculum, the 100 English lessons and the 100 lessons specifically about topics. And once I've completed, hopefully I can do these in the next couple of months, but that means I'm going to have to push myself very hard, because those are many videos. It's not the videos that bother me, it's that I've got to make the worksheets, and those take a lot of time because I try and put a lot of effort into it, and I'm not actually I'm not really good with graphic design, so it takes me a long time to create those. But I would like to make those and then create the courses, and then every time I make a live stream, I can promote the courses, or I can link to videos for people to watch. So that's basically what I want to do. You're doing great. I'm glad you're back with the live stream. I appreciate your generosity. No, I'm just so happy you guys are joining. How would you? How many students are there in a normal classroom? Because too many students in a class becomes burnout. Very true. 20 is okay. I used to teach, when I was teaching in South Africa, I would have 30 students in a class. Now I've got a very easy, also like 16 in a class, so it's not that bad. And I've had classes with only like 10 in a class or 12, so those are very easy. A while ago, I made a video about how to teach big classes, and I think that video, if anybody has big classes, I would send to that one. Okay. Should I continue? Let's see. Yeah, let's continue this. Where are we? I would like to know. Sorry. Believe me, I was. It's okay, Salma. I know. But like, in such a simple, very smart. I watch and I learn so well. The Pumas did so well, talking about Argentina, I guess, and Martha D. Okay. Let's continue the chats. Okay. So, I was busy reading here. We should also try team building activities. Encouraging social interactions among staff can enhance relationships and reduce feelings of isolation. Set boundaries. Establishing clear boundaries between work and personal life is essential to prevent burnout. So often we see ourselves as teachers, and we try and do the best for our students and for our schools and for our friends and for everyone, almost like being people pleasers. And then we work so hard to help others that we forget to think about ourselves. I read this interesting thing where they said, why women live longer than men. And it's this interesting statistic. They said that married men live longer than single men. And they looked at it, and there might be a few reasons why, but they said married men have a wife that basically tells their husband to take care of himself, and they feed him well, and they take him for his doctor's appointments, and they tell him to take care, and they share, and he can share his frustrations with them. It's someone to talk to and to love, and so the husband lives longer. And well, conversely, they looked, and sorry about the pen, I'm clicking this pen, I shouldn't do that. Conversely, they said that single women live longer than married women. Why? Well, they one of the ideas they have is because the married lady spends so much time taking care of her husband and her children and other people within her life that she forgets to take care of herself. She doesn't go for doctor's appointments, and she pushes through the hardships to make others' lives easier. And I think that's well, obviously we're grateful to all the married and unmarried women out there, and as a single man, or as a hopefully married man in the future, I appreciate all you ladies do for us. But as teachers, I think we also do the same thing, where we push ourselves very hard because we don't want to fail others in our lives. We are seen by our students and by our colleagues and by families of these students and our own families, and we don't want to fail them. But I think we should take care of ourselves. Now, I think there's a misconception between where a lot of people might think being Gen Z, because you see these TikTok videos of Gen Z. Oh, my life is too difficult. I can't work, and they're lazy, or they don't have the skills. I think there's a difference between making excuses, or having legitimate problems and taking care of yourself. So yeah, sometimes we should push ourselves, and we should be hardcore, and we should do our best, but sometimes it's okay to take some time off, and learn the difference between the two, I guess. Okay, let's see. What did we do? See, Sama. The job I'm doing, I'm really enjoying, even though it's not well paid. The students, teachers, and my supervisors are amazing. Sometimes being around good circle is all you need. When I first started teaching, my first 2 years was at a terrible school. The students were horrible. Not horrible. They were difficult students, and I feel like I didn't get the support I needed from the staff, and I wasn't well paid. So then you're in this situation where life is horrible, and I would always give the advice to leave that situation if possible. Yeah, it's about finding that. I think that's very important. So yeah, I'm so happy if you're in a good place. Now, if you can only get even paid even better, that'll be great. Manuel, 30 students is a brutal amount of them. I have taught 40 and 50 before too. Malfa, hi from the Philippines too. Another one from the Philippines. And Louis from Vietnam. Oh, I love Vietnam. I was there a couple of months ago, met some wonderful people there. Maintaining boundaries between work and personal life and identity is essential for avoiding burnout. So true, Paul. Yeah, let me continue with the speech that I can finish and see. Where are we? I was at. Well, this is actually quite much longer. Okay. So we were talking about setting boundaries. Limit after hours work. Encourage teachers to set specific work hours and stick to them. Delegate responsibilities. Sharing tasks among colleagues can reduce individual workload. Sorry, I'm going to burp. Maybe just drinking some water first. Practice saying no. Encourage teachers to assess their commitments and decline additional responsibilities when necessary. Okay, very true. We've got to do these things. Saima says she loves subscribing to your channel. Elsa, hi from Peru. Elsa, good to see you. Says thank you. And my dad also says, well put. Okay, now, professional development opportunities. Ongoing training and professional growth can reinvigorate teachers and enhance their skills. For example, workshops and conferences. Attending professional development events can provide fresh perspectives and strategies. Collaborative learning communities. Forming groups to share resources and ideas can foster a sense of community and collaboration. A thing many schools do is they call it pineapple charts, where you put a chart down. And if you're doing something interesting in your class, you can write it on the chart, and other teachers are welcome to come and watch and maybe learn and see how you're doing things. But I think that can only happen in an environment where you have total control over your students and the activities you do with them. But because I know a lot of teachers, we're struggling just to control our students, or to go through the work, and then to on top of that, having teachers come in and watch how you teach. It can be very stressful. Let's see, where are we? From Mongolia. Hi again. I saw it before. Abdallah, Eric, I'm Man from Sudan. What's your advice to speak fluently? I do everything, listening to podcasts and reading. Yeah, you should start speaking to people. You can start, if you're listening to a podcast, start repeating what they're saying. But the most important thing is you have to start speaking, especially if you can find someone to have conversations with. If you're in a country where it's difficult to find people, you can find someone online. But I think, trying to mimic people around you that you enjoy their English, start speaking, practicing, even if you're on your own, that might be something to do. I have to press on with some work. Thanks for being live once again, and thank you so much, Paul, and all the best for what you're doing next. Zara, sorry to interrupt, but I need help. What do I do with teenagers who don't do their homework? I give them time to do it again, but there's nothing. I think with homework, it's very important to get them to start it in class, or also let them do it step by step. It might be overwhelming if you just say, okay, do this work. So get them to start doing the work in class so that they feel like, oh, when I go home, this is how I should complete it. And also, you've got to check the homework each time when they come back. Let them do it out loud. So ask them, okay, so can you explain this answer to me when they come back to class? And reprimand them in front of the other students. Say, oh, why didn't you do this work? We were waiting. I was so curious about your answer. Also, the homework, if you can add like something special and individual in there. So let's say one of the questions should be about them. It should be interesting and fun. So maybe that's something that you can do. Thank you, Saima. Manuel, on the whole, the labor market is too complicated here. Majority of teachers are civil servants, so they have a wage that the government, but the general. Yeah, no, it's it's different. That's a big problem. Is just the pay. Teachers' pay is so low; it's difficult to survive for many people. Muhammad Madali, I'm an English teacher in Tajikistan. My few pupils don't have an interesting, but how can I grow their interest? I think I did a video on motivation. Let me quickly look it up. So on my channel, you can just search for motivation. Yeah, let me find this one. How to motivate your students. I think I should make a video specifically how to motivate English learners. I'm just posting it now. It should be there in the chat. It goes for Samira. Thanks. Okay, let's get back to this speech that I'm giving. How much do I have left? I hope I can finish it. It's already, almost an hour. Okay. Where are we? Foster student relationships. Okay. Foster student relationships. Building strong connections with students can enhance job satisfaction and reduce stress. Get to know your students. Understanding students' backgrounds and interests can create a more engaging and supportive classroom environment. Encourage open communication. Promoting a culture of openness allows students to express their concerns and fosters mutual respect. Recognize and celebrate achievements. Acknowledging both small and large successes can boost morale and motivation. As teachers, we should also celebrate milestones, recognizing achievements, whether personal or academic, can foster a sense of accomplishment. Encourage peer recognition, creating opportunities for colleagues to acknowledge each other's efforts can enhance a positive atmosphere. Oh, let's see. Thank you, Guds Bakchen. Hi. Good. Okay. So let's finish this in conclusion. Teacher burnout is a pressing issue that can affect not only educators, but also the students they serve. By prioritizing self-care, creating supportive environments, setting boundaries, and fostering professional growth, schools can help prevent burnout and ensure that teachers remain passionate and effective in their roles. Investing in the well-being of educators ultimately leads to a healthier school community and a better learning environment for students. And obviously, schools can pay teachers better too, because if we get if we get paid better, we're going to work harder for that money. So I think that's the one thing that schools can do is supporting us monetarily or giving us additional things that we can use. So I guess that's another thing that we as teachers can use. What you said about being embarrassed about mishaps that can happen in class is so true. More teacher support among teachers instead of judgment. Yeah, we should make it a thing where teachers are empathetic by nature. We care about our students, but we should put the same care into our colleagues and to ourselves as well. So we should be okay with making mistakes, and we shouldn't be embarrassed about it. Nelson, hi there. More comfortable with you? Nelson, no, still not. But I'm pushing through for you. No, I hate this chair. I think I need a gaming chair, or I need to find another chair. But then I paid for this chair, and it's around. Anyway, I'll try and find it. Thank you for remembering, Nelson. Sean, hi. Okay. Yeah, everyone, this has been an hour. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be going live more often, especially it'll be on the Facebook group, because I'll be going live on the smaller channel. If you want to see my live streams on the smaller channel, it's mostly about English learning and grammar. You can join the Best English Learning channel on YouTube. So I'll stream on Facebook, that channel, and maybe on Twitch. Okay. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. I see Bayan says, wow, you're so lucky to have only 12 students. I have 43 in my class. I'm doing Pilates, and it's great. I would love to do something like that. I'm not from Russia. I'm from Ukraine. Svetlana, thank you. Teacher of history. Do you like to visit historical places? Thank you, Svetlana. I want to learn the Cyrillic alphabet. I need to be able to read it better. I love visiting historical places. Actually, right before the pandemic, I was going to visit Ukraine, and now it's very difficult to go. I really want to go there because I see the architecture, the food, everything looks so good there. I would love to visit one day. Thank you for joining, everyone. You're so kind. Zara, Costa, Manuel for being here the whole time. Louis or Louise. Recently started my class with a brain teaser to motivate. I love those. Brain teasers can be fun tricks and clever ways to make. I think that's a great idea. Actually, I've been wanting to do a video on brain teasers. I've done a few. There are a few, but I think puzzles and brain teasers are an amazing way. Or riddles are also a great way for students to start. Malfa, thank you for talking about differentiated activities. Talk sometimes. Actually, I did a video about differentiation. Differentiation. I'll share this last one with you. Differentiation in the classroom. Right. Okay. Let me copy this. I'll paste it down here. I think very important. Yes, Budapest, Prague, and Vienna. I would love to. Yoshida from Japan. Hi, Yoshida. Is my classmate. There are 20. Is my classmate. There are 25 students in my class. Thank you. Enjoyed. Everyone, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.